Hello, what's up? I'm Mihai and this is my best friend Saya. That van behind us? Well, that's our ticket to freedom, and in the last couple of years, she's made the whole world my backyard. And trust me, things can get wild. Welcome back everyone! Today's the day we ditch the metal box vibe and make the van look a bit more stylish. It started like this, then came drills, saws, hammers, and definitely some sore muscles. But hey, progress is progress. In came the windows, the rooftop fan, and that sweet solar energy. And now just fall on my back and die. Fall so we can wake up to these kinds of places. And to give Saya a front row seat to all of my adventures. Ready to see it come together? Our first step is installing the Max Air fan. It needs a wooden frame to screw into, so that's what I'll be working on now. A little measuring, a little sewing, and we got ourselves a square. So basically our goal is to pull it as far as back as possible. For this build, I was lucky enough to have a workspace at my friend Mike's place. He was doing his own van conversion at the same time as me, and it was so great to have someone going through the same struggles. Okay, the moment of truth. Before I cut into the roof, I've got to drill some guide holes from the inside. It's a little nerve-wracking, knowing that one wrong move can ruin everything. Alright, so the holes are the right size and the right way apart. Now just climb on the roof and do the rest of the job. First off, I'm marking the cut line with tape. And then drilling some extra holes to fit the jigsaw blade through. Here we go! Let's see. Now that's done, I'm deburring the edges, cleaning the surfaces really well, and then painting the exposed metal to prevent rust. And here comes the primer, given a clean base for the sealant. This might be the most boring part of the build so far. Applying the butyl tape and making sure the area is level all the way across took forever. Well over 2 hours in fact. But 0 leaks is definitely worth the effort. I'm adding even more primer and then the waterproof adhesive. No such thing as overkill when it comes to preventing leaks. It's finally time to add the fan's mounting plate, and this is where Mike lends a helping hand. Although the seal looks quite dreadful, it hasn't leaked in over 4 years, so that's a job well done, I guess. Now, to deal with these mysterious roof holes left by the previous owner. A bit of scrap metal, some cutting, paint and more sealant, and problem solved. And finally, the moment we've been waiting for. Setting the fan into the base, putting in the final screws, and then only the satisfying peel of the protective film is left.
That's it?
Yeah.
There's one crucial step Mahai has to do and get on video in a second.
What, peeling off the plastic one?
Why get it on video?
Because it's the most
The
important
reveal.
For what? That's it? That's all it took to just screw it in?
thing. Huh?
Was it those screws that
Four screws, yeah.
Yeah.
Come on guys, for the most satisfying noise.
That's okay.
There you go. This only took a whole day, so...
There you go.
because it's tightly in the hole. And then you just put.
Gotta celebrate the small wins. Thumbs up, Mike. It's freaking done, man. Yeah. Can go home. Next up, roof rails. But first, I gotta pop out these plastic plugs. Yeah, just to show you guys how to remove these plugs from the roof, if in case you wanna put a roof rack in. It's quite easy. You just take a hair dryer to it for like 20-30 seconds, heat it up really nice. Then just shove a flathead screwdriver in there, and it should all just melt out quite nicely. Once it started moving, just grab some pliers. Hey, Zena down there. Hello there. And basically just shove him, just rip it off or shove it through or anything like that. It's quite easy. It's just that I'm holding the camera, that's making it a bit clunky. You can rip the head off and then just push the knob through, and then just use some white spirit to push it to get rid of this glue here. Yeah, that's about it. Although the rails are galvanized, I still put a layer of paint on them just in case. And major props to Mike for finding these online. They've got some really simple mounting options that made this way easier than it should have been. Alright, solar time. This is gonna be interesting. Our initial plan involved first mounting the crossbar to the rails, then screwing the solar panels down through the small gap between the panels and the roof. As you can imagine, it would have been quite difficult and probably led to a lot of swearing. This is where Mike saves the day yet again. He suggests we mount the crossbars to the solar panels first, then we just place them onto the rails and screw them in. So much easier. I was feeling a little dumb, but mostly relieved. I chose to offset the panels as it gave me a bit of rooftop chilling space. Now just follow my back and die. And check them out. These black monocrystalline panels look sleek. 330 watts each means plenty of power for all of my adventures. time to give my van some eyes. My goal is to actually see the scenery, not a boring wall of metal. Should be a breeze, right? And we're through! Number 2. Now, I'm in complete darkness.
You want my light?
Nah, it's fine. Like, these 2 holes just makes us enough. And now, this. Yeah, it's overheated again. Yeah, not so much. These battery powered tools are officially on my bad list. I gave up on cutting these big round holes around the corners and just did many small ones for the next windows. It's jigsaw time! The noise the vibrating panel made was really not fun. Alright, first bit done.
Give a thumbs up. Amazing, look at that. Trebuie să ținem amintiri, că ce naiba, like, am miciul de canal să nu uit ora.
And then I'm just filing down these rough edges. One window down, 3 to go, and I'm already starting to feel the burn.
Satisfying to know that we have windows. It's time to feel holy now.
Got this process down now. Each window will be faster than the last. And now it's time to cut the back windows. I did you a favor and skipped over the whole drilling holes bit. You're welcome. Next one. this was a surprising discovery, just how satisfying it was to put in the rubber trim. I could do this for hours, I swear. I love these clean lines, finally feels like a van transformation, not a chaotic metal shop. Nobody likes prep work, but leaks are even worse. First we clean the edges of the windows. If you hold it like this, it keeps all the moisture in longer. As you can see from the pencil line, I test fitted every window beforehand and traced the outline of the window, so I know up to what point to add the primer. And then we prime the metal frame. And now for the most surprisingly exhausting part yet. This window goo is a full body workout. Even though I heated it with hot water, it was incredibly hard to squeeze out of the bottle.
Because I reckon it's when we apply pressure, let go of pressure, it forms a small little tear. So basically we have to slap it on and just hold it. Because that second one where we put so much pressure, there was only that one small one.
After doing this to all the windows, my arms and forearms were weak and burning. I would not want to be doing this again. And that's why I made sure I added loads to prevent any possible leaks.
Keep them flat though, like 90-degree angle. So don't bend down.
And here.
This side, maybe I'll push it slightly if I can.
Forward a bit.
Not from that side. Yeah, good. Ready?
And should I go up?
You hold the bottom and then I'll get on the line.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, push!
Teamwork for the win. Mike and Zen, you're lifesavers. I owe you big time. And now for the real windows. We're basically pros now. Yeah, looks very nice actually. Work, woman.
I did work today my own way, doing all the little jobs.
Little jobs for little people.
Just smack him with a clamp.
Rude.
Just knock him out with a clamp. Harder than that.
Look at the instinct.
Yeah, I know. No, I was gonna say, I normally don't.
Windows? Check. But sleeping on bare metal isn't my style. Next episode, the floor insulation gets installed, which means cutting foam, measuring, and probably a whole lot of awkward crawling. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. So like, subscribe, share with your van obsessed friends, and let's get this build rolling. Bye!